Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining yoga today. We have a couple people that are joining in now. So, just as people are entering, I'll just let you know today we will be doing a little bit more of some core work. Hi, Caroline. Hello, Erica and Kiki. Um, so we will be doing a little bit more core work today, and really all you need is your mat. And if you don't have a mat, you can just do it on the carpet or you can grab a towel. Feel free to get anyone you're living with, your friends, your partners, anyone else to join you, as it's a great break midway through your day to get you ready to work for your afternoon and maybe be a little bit more productive. So, without further ado, we'll start seated on our mat. So, finding your way, sitting down, cross legged. You can roll the shoulders down and back. You can rock from side to side. I'm really sitting long and tall here. Palms can face up, rolling the shoulders down and back. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels comfortable to you. So, taking a minute to center yourself and just really focusing on the breath here today. So, as you inhale, breathing through the nose, filling yourself up. And as you exhale, releasing, feeling yourself sink through the sit bones. Letting go of anything that does not serve you, any thoughts of worry or tension. See if you can let all of that go and come to the present moment. Noticing where you feel the breath most. So maybe it's in the belly, or maybe it's just below the nostrils. You can feel the breath as you breathe in and out. Trying to follow the breath almost as though you were a gatekeeper, so not letting any breath pass without you noticing it. So really trying to stay glued to that breath, noticing how it feels today, the pace and the rhythm. Just noticing if you're feeling distracted today in your practice, or maybe you're feeling calm. Can you bring yourself into the room you're in, the space you're in, to help keep you centered and grounded. We'll bring the hands to heart center. As you exhale, we'll press the hands down in front of you. Inhale to circle the arms up overhead. Exhale to flip the hands, bringing the hands through heart center. Inhale as you interlace, sweeping the hands up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. So finding the fluid motion of the breath, maybe pausing a minute when you get to the top before you begin your exhale. Pausing a minute when you get to the bottom before you begin your inhale. Taking one more round, using the hands to help guide the breath to be deeper and fuller. And then exhaling with the hands at heart center. Pausing a moment here to maybe set an intention for your practice. Breathing it in through the nose. Exhaling to release. We'll bring the hands to the knees. We'll find some seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, bring the chest forward. Push the shoulders back. Gaze can come slightly up. Exhale to round the back. Gaze can come to the navel. Even shifting the weight back. Maybe you feel the knees lift slightly. Inhale to rock forward. Shining the chest proud. Exhale to sink back, rounding spine. Inhale for forward. Exhale for cat, pushing back. And then taking one more round here, moving with the breath. before you pause at center. We'll take circular motions here, so moving in whichever direction you choose, coming forward and then moving backwards, lifting maybe the bum as you roll, touching every side and every edge of the bowl you're in, pretending you're in the circular bowl, and then unwinding the other way. So reversing to find balance, feeling maybe the core engaged here, and taking one more round before you pause. Pausing here, taking a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale to release. And then finding your way to a tabletop position, bringing the hands in front of you, bringing the knees hip distance apart, spreading the fingers wide, feeling the shins that they're parallel to one another. We'll inhale to lower the belly, gaze comes up for cow. Exhale to press up for cat. And just noticing how this feels slightly different than the seated cat-cow. Taking one more round here before you find a flat back. Shifting the weight into the left hand and the left knee, we'll inhale the right arm long and extend the right leg back. So really engaging the core here, focus on your balancing. As you exhale, we'll draw the elbow to knee. Inhale to reach long and tall, pressing through the top of the foot. Exhale, bringing the elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching long and tall. Exhale to crunch, taking one more on this side. Inhale to reach long and tall. Exhale to crunch. Reaching long and then lowering the hand down, lowering the knee down. We'll shift the weight now to the opposite side. So spread the hand wide, press into the top of the foot and the shin. Inhale to lift the arm and the leg. Really find your foundation, making sure it's strong here, adjusting where you need to. And then exhale to find the crunching motion, elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching long and tall. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, reaching open. Exhale to crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Taking one more on this side before you lower the hand and lower the leg. Wagging the tail from side to side, relaxing anything that was built there. We'll curl the toes, lift the knees slightly up an inch, and then when you're ready, extend the hips high, downward facing dog. Sending the hips high, pressing into the hands. We'll rock forward into a high plank position. So notice if you need to adjust the stance here, shoulders stacked over top of wrist. And then we'll lower down onto the forearms. So coming into a low plank here. We're going to rock into dolphin. So as you exhale, press the hips high. As you inhale, wash forward into a high plank. Exhale, send the hips high into dolphin. Inhale to come forward, really squeezing the core tight here. Pressing the hips up as you exhale. Inhale to wash forward. One more time here. Pressing the hips up. And then pausing in your low plank position. So squeezing the core tight here. We'll simply just tap the knees down. So tapping one knee, then the other knee, just bending at the knee joint and finding the fire build in the core, warming the body quickly this practice for a little bit more power. Taking two more on each side before you pause in your low plank. And then come back up into your high plank. So squeezing tight here with the body. We'll send the hips high into downward facing dog. Pressing back forward into a high plank position. Squeeze the core here. Using the right hand to touch the shoulder. Rocking from side to side. See if you can limit the rock from side to side and really keep the core tight here. Beautiful. We'll do two more on each side. So that's one and two. And then press back into downward facing dog. Step, hop, or walk to the front of your mat in a forward fold, bending the knees, letting the upper body feel heavy. We'll inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhaling the hands through to heart center. Pausing a moment here, noticing if the breath has picked up its pace, just noticing that, noticing the warmth you've created. Bending the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Touch the hands, part the hands. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Step back into your high plank position. Exhale to lower chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhaling the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Tent the fingertips here. Low runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, crescent lunge. Spread the fingers wide, high on the back heel. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, finding warrior two. Bend into the front knee, gaze over the right middle finger. Flipping the palms, hinge forward, coming into exalted warrior, reaching the palm towards the back wall. Inhale, back into warrior two. We'll windmill the hands down to frame the front right foot. Bring both feet so they're tracking forward. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Heel toe the front foot out to the side. Coming into our dragon series, roll onto the edge of the foot. So maybe here is where you stay today. Maybe you lift the hand and you press to open a little bit more. Or maybe you bend into the back leg, reaching for the foot, coming into a bind. If you took the bind, release, bring the hand back to the earth. Bring the foot so it's back onto the mat, heel to the foot, so both hands now are framing the front foot. Curl the back toe, lift the leg, front foot back to the back foot. High plank position, we'll do our taps here. Tapping the one shoulder, the other shoulder, really squeezing and igniting the core of this practice. Taking one more on each side. Before we chaturanga, leaning forward, dipping down. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, plant the foot, front of the mat. Tent the fingertips here, low runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, crescent lunge. When you're ready, exhale, warrior two. Bend into the front knee, back foot parallel to the mat. Gaze over the left middle finger. We'll find exalted warrior. Flip the palms, hinge forward, paint the sky. Stretching the left side body now. Come back to your breath. Inhale back through warrior two. Windmill the hands down to frame the front foot, pivot the back foot, lower the knee, untuck the toes, heel toe the foot to the long edge of your mat, both hands are on the inside edge, and then option to roll onto that ankle, so the foot lifts here, maybe you lift the hand and you press to really open the glute, or maybe you bend into that back leg, reaching for the foot to come into a bind. Exhale to release. Hand comes to the earth, lower the leg, heel to the foot back. Hands frame the foot, curl the toe, lift the back leg, bring the foot back into your high plank position, tapping the shoulders here from side to side, really squeezing that core tight, hugging the muscle to bone. One more on each side. Before we chaturanga, find your balance, your foundation. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the knees wide, the big toes together. Let the forehead rest on the mat, palms spread wide, child's pose. When you're ready, we'll find our way back to downward facing dog. Walking the hands back to meet the feet in a forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Pausing a moment here, connecting with your intention. Roll the shoulders down and back. We'll come into the lotus mudra, so bringing the pinky and the thumb together and splaying the fingers open like a lotus. A lotus flower emerges from the mud, and through these difficult times, beauty is formed. So just breathing that in as it relates to you today. Closing the hands down in current position, we'll bend the knees. Inhale, swoop the arms up overhead. Part the hands, leaves the chest, swan dive forward. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Walking out into your high plank position here. We'll lower down, finding our dolphin pose again, rocking from up to down. So pressing the hips high into a downward facing dog, but it's actually a dolphin. And then inhale for a low plank. Pressing the hips high, and then washing forward. We'll do 2 more of these. One more. Coming back to your low plank, really squeezing the core tight here. We'll do our knee taps, tapping the one knee, tapping the other knee. Really squeezing the belly button to the spine, lifting the pelvic floor. 2 more taps on each side before we come back into our high plank position. Press the hips high, downward facing dog. We'll inhale the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, hover in a high plank position, bring it to your chest. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. We'll repeat. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, lower down. Pedal the legs out here. We'll do the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, hover in a high plank position. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. We will repeat. Knee to chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, lower down, finding child's pose. Squeeze wide, big toes together. Spread the hands apart, let the forehead rest on your mat. Really taking a moment to make this a meditation, coming back to the breath. Feeling the breath flow. Coming back into your downward facing dog. We'll curl the toes, send the hips high. And then we'll step, hop, and walk to the front of the mat in a forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Pause a moment here. Feeling a connection to your intention. Feeling rooted through the earth. Feeling resilient and strong. Exhale to release. We'll find our way to the middle of your mat. Bringing the hands to the hips, we will transfer the weight to the left foot. So moving all the weight into that left foot, feeling almost as if it was a tree trunk. And beneath the foot, there were roots growing underneath the ground to help keep you secure. You will bend the right knee, so the foot is facing the back. And then inhale the arms up overhead. So setting up for dancer pose. Circle the pinky back. So the pinky leads back and reaches for the inside edge of the foot. A slight micro round in that left knee. And now we'll come, this might be where you stay today, or maybe you start hinging and kicking the foot into the hand, reaching long and tall with that left arm to come into dancer pose. So just notice where you are today. Wherever you are, that's exactly where you should be, kicking the foot into the hand into the foot. And then inhale to come back up, long and tall. With control, release the foot, arms up overhead. Exhale the arms down. We'll transfer the weight now into the left foot. So really feeling strong and rooted through the left foot. We'll bend the left knee so the foot is kicking back. Inhale the arms up overhead. Leading with the pinky, circle that left hand down for the inside edge of the foot. Micro bend in that right knee. And then maybe you start hinging, kicking the foot into the hand, reaching that right arm long, staying tall and strong through that standing leg. And then inhaling to come back up slowly. With control, releasing the foot and releasing the hands down. Swaying from side to side here, letting everything go. We'll find a standing pose on the other side. So one more on each side. Transfer the weight back to the left foot. We will bring a peace grip, so the pointer and the middle finger to the inside edge of the big toe. So reaching down for the toe. Left hand can be on the head. As you exhale, we'll extend and kick that leg forward. So see if you can really try and stack the heart back over top of the hips instead of bringing the upper body to the leg. Option to stay here, option to maybe slightly fan the leg open towards the right. Keeping the eyes on a drishti to help stay focused. Exhaling to come back through center. Bend the knee back towards the chest with control, and you can release the grip and then lower the leg down. Bending and releasing from that side, and then we'll do it on the other side. So transfer the weight now to the right leg again. Bend into the left knee, bringing the peace grip. So the pointer and the middle finger down to the inside edge of the big toe, and then gripping that toe there. And then from here, just kicking out as far as you can. Maybe this is as far as you go today, or maybe holding the leg in is where you feel comfortable today. Or maybe you try and extend the leg. So just notice where you are with no judgment, really just being there and being fully present. And then maybe you try to open the leg and fan it out to the left, holding your drishti strong, that point of focus. Really getting to know it, coming back through to center, slowly bending the knee, releasing with control, and then lowering down. Swaying from side to side, maybe a slight lift of the heel as you sway, releasing, and then we'll come back to stillness, finding Tadasana or mountain pose. Roll the shoulders down and back. Feel everything stacked over top of one another. So your knees over your ankles, your hips over your knees, your heart over your hips, your shoulders over your heart, your head on your shoulders. Breathe in a big deep breath. Arms circle up and around. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Interlace the hands. Press the hands down. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Gaze follows. Flip the hands into Anjali Mudra or prayer position. lower them through heart center. Interlace the hands, pushing down. Inhale, sweep up, overhead. Exhale, prayer position. Your deepest, biggest breath yet. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale to find prayer position. Pausing at heart center here. Feeling a moment of clarity and calm. A moment of peace here. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, spread the hands, lower down. Walking out into a high plank position. Because we're in the center of our mat, we'll have to walk the feet out and the hands out. High plank position. Exhale to lower, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Finding pigeon pose. So bringing the right knee to right wrist and the right ankle to left wrist. Bringing the lower knee down to the mat, untuck the foot. So you're in this low pigeon pose. Maybe if you have any sort of knee pain or discomfort, you can come in to thread the needle, which I'll show you in a second. So for those in pigeon, roll the shoulders down and back, proud pigeon. Exhale to lower down, walking the forearms down to the mat or maybe melting the heart down. For those that need an alternative option, we'll come onto your back, bringing a figure four with the legs, and then interlace the hands around the back of the thigh. So just picking whatever pose is best for you today, listening to your body and what it needs, and then really using this as a meditative piece. So trying to clear the thoughts of thinking really anything and just trying to come back to the breath. So over and over, catching yourself where you go and coming back to the breath, feeling it. Maybe the belly is pressing on the calf or the foot, and you can notice that sensation to help keep you grounded and in this current state.
So I try to understand what I can hold in my hand, and whatever I find, I'll find my way back to it. If you could try to find it too, 'cause this place
and then when you're ready, slowly walking the hands back, proud pigeon here, roll the shoulders down and back. Curl the toe, lift the back leg, press into the hands to kick that leg high. Maybe you want to take circles with that leg. Maybe you want to lower it down and pedal it out. Before we find pigeon on the opposite side. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bring the left knee to left wrist. Bring the left ankle to right wrist. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes, walk the hands back towards the hips, roll the shoulders tall and proud before you exhale to lower down into pigeon pose on this side. Same thing, you can thread the needle on your back if there's any sort of discomfort.
Even in the shadows, baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out. Your heart is glowing, and I'm crashing into you. Baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out.
When you're ready, slowly start walking the hands back towards the hips to lift the heart. Curl the toes, lift the back leg, press the weight into the hands to kick and swing that left leg high. And then maybe taking circles, maybe lowering the leg down, pedaling the leg out here. Before we inhale to a high plank position and then exhale to lower all the way down. We'll bring our right cheek to the mat, stretching the arms long in a T.
Baby, daylight's wasting. You better kiss me before time has run out.
And then bringing the left cheek to the mat, Finding balance here.
Nobody sees what we see. They're just hopelessly gazing. Oh, baby,
And then we'll bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. So the forearms are parallel to one another. A little bit further back. So the shoulders and the elbows are stacked on top of one another. And then the forearms are pressed into the mat, hands spread wide. This is called Sphinx pose. So maybe you'll stay here today. For some, it might feel as though your lower back is compressing. So if it feels like that's too strong, maybe this is where you would stay today. Or you'll press into the hands and extend the arms long. So really feeling the stretch in the abdominal region, noticing if it does feel as though the low back is compressing, can you lengthen through the spine? Can you feel yourself try to stretch and make the spine a little longer? Exhale to lower down. We'll bring the hands on top of one another. So you can either make a fist like this, where the palm of the hand is facing down, so your forehead can rest on these two fists stacked on top of one another, or you can simply put the hands flat on one side of one another. And this just leaves a little pocket of air for you to breathe while you're in this resting position. When you're ready, we'll slowly roll onto our back. So finding your way to your back however you wish. And we'll bring the soles of the feet to the mat with the knees high. So we'll get ready for bridge pose. So just settling here before we begin. The knees are towards the sky. The shoulders are rolled down. The palms are facing up. Walking the heels back as close as you can to the hands. So see if the fingertips can graze the heels here. And then pressing the palms into your mat, we'll slowly lift and roll the spine, one vertebrae at a time, up towards the sky. So the hips lift, squeezing the glutes. Seeing if you can lift a little higher here. Before you exhale to slowly release. Maybe you stay here today, or maybe you reach and interlace the hands behind the low back. So inhale to lift the hips high, coming into bridge pose. Interlace the hands around the low back and then roll up and onto the shoulders to help lift and open the throat chakra. Pressing and lifting the hips a little bit more. Exhale to lower down. Option to come into wheel pose, so bringing the hands behind the back and pressing up, or option to come back into the bridge pose. So finding whatever is best for you, getting ready to find the pose that's best for you. We'll start lifting and pressing up in through the hands or in through the feet, lifting the heels if you choose. And then slowly coming down. Bringing the legs out long, rocking the heels from side to side, rolling the shoulders down and back. We'll roll the wrists here as we're laying down. And then coming into a little bit more core to end our class. We'll bend the left knee so it's at a 90-degree angle. Bring the hands just hovering around the back of the head, lightly touching here. We'll come into some bicycles. So bringing the left elbow to knee, reaching up and over, and then bringing the opposite knee to opposite elbow. So slowly moving here, bringing the elbow to opposite knee. Taking two more on each side. So this is one, two, two. Lowering down onto your mat. Palms face up. We'll inhale the right leg long and tall. Exhale to lower it over to the left. Arms can come to a T, gaze over the right shoulder, really coming into a deep spinal twist here. Inhaling that leg, using your core strength up and overhead, and then exhale to slowly lower the leg down. We'll inhale the left leg high, flexing the foot here, lower the leg towards the right, gaze now over the left shoulder. Using the core strength, squeeze, and lift that left leg up to center. Exhale to lower down. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, the knees out wide, coming into butterfly pose or Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Relaxing here, feeling a little sense of peace. And then when you're ready, finding any other poses that you might need to end your practice, and then or maybe coming right to Shavasana. So taking the legs wide, the palms facing up, roll the shoulders down and back. You're ready, slowly rolling onto your right side body, bending at the knees, bringing the head to the forearms. Maybe stay here a little bit longer. Maybe slowly pressing up into a seated position. Taking your time, moving slowly. Maybe keeping the eyes closed here, just pausing, noticing how you feel here. Keeping the hands here, bring the hands to heart center. I'll close with a quote from Oprah Winfrey from her book, What I Know for Sure. This book is great as it has lots of advice and wisdom. So, keeping the eyes closed, the hands can be at heart center. It says, when I think of authentic power, I think of the power that occurs when purpose aligns with personality to serve the greater good. For me, the only real power is the kind that comes from the core of who you are and reflects all that you are meant to be. And you see this kind of power shining through someone in all its truth and certainty. It's irresistible, inspiring, and elevating. Thank you for joining me with your beautiful practice today. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming.